The carbon emissions for our three countries reflect the stages of global economic development: post-industrial, emerging, and developing. In 1930, today's post-industrial countries put out almost all of the world's carbon dioxide emissions. Today, global emissions are 7 times larger. We now contribute only half, and India and China emit more than the entire developing world. Right now, only 1 in 6 households in India has the access to energy enjoyed by our middle-class Indian families. Most of the rest use kerosene, wood, or dried cow dung for cooking fuel. They travel by cart or motorbike and cool themselves in the shade. They emit very little carbon. As India's economy continues to grow, electricity and other forms of energy will come to the rural areas. The fossil fuel content of that energy will determine how much the household carbon footprints will grow. This is also true for China, whose CO2 emissions are already higher than those of the United States. India has nearly 4 times the population of the US, China even more. And their economies have a long way to grow. Someday soon, their fully integrated economies will demand far more energy than ours. If we continue to use fossil fuels without doing something to control carbon dioxide, the world's carbon emissions will double again in 50 years. If we want to avoid that, we need to have energy without emitting carbon. What does that mean for our way of life? In the post-industrial world, we've spent the last 200 years learning how to harness fossil energy to improve our quality of life and economic productivity, and we've become pretty good at it. Are we going to give up all the benefits of modern living? Probably not. But there are many actions we can take to check the increase of CO2 in the atmosphere. Energy efficiency and conservation, using different energy sources, capturing and storing carbon emissions from fossil fuels, keeping carbon in the forest and in the soil, soaking up more of the carbon already in the atmosphere. And scientists say that every one of these options will be needed if we are really going to make a difference.